afternoon, everyone. This is Garrett Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for 3 p.m. Eastern, April 15th, 2019. In the happenings on the planet, today we're going to create a kind of a dampening energy. Which is basically a subduing type of field through our intent. And this neutralizing any type of caustic or aggressive tendencies or angers or distraughtness, any lower frequency, vibrational frequency, that most likely some of you have been picking up on. And remember, with the amount of those participating on the planet, we're pushing close to 5 million people around the globe who are participating. And this obviously makes a difference, because if you look at every single human affecting a meditation affects 1 million up to 1 million people. So calculate how many that's affecting, which is an absolute fact that we understand. So if you take close to 5 million people and you calculate the effects of 1 million, so you take almost 5 million times 1 million, and you come up with quite an impactful number of effect. And when we have disturbance, see, if it's part of the collective energy frequency of all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, it's not separated. So that's why a lot of us pick up things, or sense things, or feel things, flow with things. It's automatic, because the more you become connected with your higher self, with your God spark, your spirit, your soul, and merge with the physical, the body, and in a coherent awareness of the physical and the spiritual together, you then plug in and pick up to all of these frequencies that are going on. Some more than others, it just depends. Our intent as a whole body, as a collective consciousness of the universe, is to subdue, eliminate any destructive energy, which is very, very low frequency, very low frequency, okay? And it's sparked by, either fear or frustration. Some of that's what occurs. And then it catapults it. It escalates into, if you feed it more, it will grow more. So in other words, I'm sure all of you have experienced this before, where you have or either witness it through history, or you've experienced yourself, where you get a little miffed about something, and then it kind of, something else will happen, and it kind of, it accelerates it, and you get more and more angry and more frustrated. So what happens is that you're feeding it without knowing. So you're adding more anger and more upset and more fear and more aggression to it. So you feed it so that it becomes more and more. That's why when we as a collective civilization, we intend something, or we send something out there, anger, fear, aggression, towards something, we feed it. Okay? Anger begets anger. And so, what do you, how do you eliminate that or vaporize it? You give it, you send out love, deep, eternal love. You send that out. See, that's the challenge, because when you get irritated or something, you don't usually do that. But if you stop and you're aware enough, you will do it, because you'll say, okay, you know what I'm going to do? Because I don't care to entertain that. I want to disperse it, dispel it, have it gone completely, eliminated. And that's what happens. It will vaporize. You send love, saturate it. So we've got things going on the planet. I'm sure a lot of you are aware. You sense it. And we have a low frequencies, and we have high frequencies. All of us are high frequencies. There are others on the planet with high frequencies. So what we do is, how do we eliminate lower frequencies? How do we do that? Well, you infuse the lower frequencies with so much massive, deep, eternal love that they transform. They either transform or they cease to exist. That's just it. They go back into the fabric of creation. So, whenever we are looking at things on this planet, and we look at the process of things that are occurring that we see that happen on the news, whatever, and, oh my gosh, this and that. Remember one thing. It is instigated always to attract anger and fear. That's exactly its design. The frequency's design. That's what it does. Whoever wields it to instigate it amongst the civilization, that's what it is. That's what it's about. It needs all of your power. It needs your power to feed it. And the power is anger, frustration, and fear. These are things that we all experience. It's not something that we can ignore and, let's not talk about that. That's negative. But it isn't negative, because of the fact that we say, okay, fine. We have these lower frequencies, and this is what they do. This is their mission. We have high frequency, which we vibrate at. This planet and the civilization is rising. It's elevating. All right? Moving into more love, more peace, more prosperity, more abundance. And this isn't a weak... people think that those loving and caring and supporting and sharing and unselfish and humble are weak. See, they wanted to pick that we're all weak. But it's the opposite. We are supercharged and very powerful. And when we send the love frequency, the vibrational frequency, to this planet, and to all of the little shenanigans that are happening, that are going on, the U.S. Naval Fleet all being called out, the Notre Dame incident, all of these things that are taking place and occurring, we know what they are. If you just look at them and remove everything, it's a low frequency. It's a low vibrational frequency. So we know what to do with that. It's pretty simple. So as we call in our allies, our other parts of us, in this meditation today, we're going to form a dampening field, which is radiant, deep, 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 eternal love energy. This is what we're made of. This is what everything is made of. Like I said, the anger and then the fear and the frustration is love under pressure. So we are going to create this field. And all of those we call in are going to assist. Gaia's going to assist. Terra Christa, Earth. And the other planetary bodies are going to assist. And the entire collective consciousness of the universe is going to assist. Right? Guys, we're moving into a super civilization. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. It is a fact. And eventually you're going to see how simple this all has been, and how really minuscule these disturbances on this planet will end up being. So if you will, go to a place where you're not going to be interrupted, which I'm sure most of you are. And as I talk, you're going to want to relax. And into relax, you go into the now. You leave alone the future, tomorrow, the next day, the next few hours. You leave the past alone. Because I'm telling you, we all visit the front, we all visit the future, we all visit the past. We spend so much time visiting the future and the past that we don't ever, very rarely, do we stay in the now. This very moment that we are in. And as we go into the now, we drop off the future and the past, and we can only be aware of the now. Because quite frankly, the past and the future, everything is in the now. You end up being, and you relax. And your body begins to be in a more floating, peaceful, benign state. And as you do this, you become more and more buoyant and unbothered, undisturbed. And you're in quiet. And you're focused on, all you do is listen to your breathing. Relax your body, be in the now, and listen to your breathing, because that's what you're going to want to do while you're doing the relaxing, while you're positioning in the now. You're going to want to breathe through the nose and out through the mouth. And as you breathe in through the nose, breath in, you want to hold it 1001, 1002, 1003. And as you exhale through the mouth, you want to do this at least 6 times while I'm talking. But as you do breathe in through the nose, you're going to breathe in divine positive energy. It's like the old switchboard operators back in the 30s, 40s, or 50s, where you would plug in to connect somebody. This is what we do. We plug in to the collective consciousness. In other words, we're already connected, but to light up our communication, we plug in. Say. And we have a hotline, all of us, a direct hotline to the collective consciousness of the universes. So whenever we want to activate it, we just plug it in. And as you breathe this divine positive energy in, you are filled with the understanding and the universal knowledge and wisdom of all that there is, ever has been, ever will be. Believe me, you are, all of you. And when you do this, we focus right now, we're focusing on this planet, Gaia, Earth, Terra Christa, and we're cleansing it. And we're cleansing the lower frequencies, the caustic energies that serve no purpose, right, to the civilization. So that's what we do, is we breathe in this divine positive energy. It gives us the understanding, is remember, we're all one. Even these low frequencies are part of the one. Everything is part of the one. Part of all that there is, ever has been, ever will be. So when you know this, it's not like it's outside the surface, not like it's separate. It is part of us. So you breathe in, the communication is that we will cleanse, purify, harmonize, tune tune these disharmonic frequencies, or shattered, or broken, or frayed frequencies. We will heal them in a way where they are able to elevate and to come up to the much higher frequencies of love, peace, joy, prosperity, happiness, bliss, peace. Now, if you will, we fold into our heart-mind. And as we fold into our heart-mind, we elevate ourselves. We move up inch by inch from the heart, top of the heart, up, up, up. Eventually, like I say, we're going to be above the head. But as we move up, we are immediately met with our divine spark, our higher self, our God spark, our soul, our spirit. And we merge, but we merge with an awareness that we are heaven on earth, our spirit heaven, our body earth. We combine the two. We're cognizant to the fact that we are merged together, so we become one, knowingly, not separate. Not the body separate from the spirit, or the spirit separate from the body, but one together. As we do this, we create heaven on earth. And that's what's happening on this planet. We are creating heaven on earth. And so, as we do this, we are in with of emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. The violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael, the white fire. Purple transmitting flame, violet rays. These are tools, vehicles of energy, frequencies, that the golden light, pink light of Prime Source, Creator God, Mother, Father God, deep eternal love, harmonizing energy, the higher frequency. And this flows just tremendously so. It just flows. And we are the magic. We create and we move and we direct. So as we're doing this, completely encased in an impenetrable field of protection, as long as you maintain your higher harmony and higher frequencies, nothing can penetrate it. Unless you drop down and you create negative frequencies that will come into you. So protected. The only thing that can penetrate it at this stage is deep eternal love, as it should be. And so we, arm in arm, hand in hand, we form our circle of light. And it locks in, and it's just it's a golden white, beautiful, flowing light. It vibrates through all of us, and we begin to float up effortlessly above the planet. And as we're floating up, obviously, we plug into the collective consciousness of the universes, and we call out, knowingly call out, not just randomly. We knowingly called out. We direct our attention to the light energy beings who are of the purest, deep, eternal love, from the purest, deep, eternal love, which means they're benevolent, they're kind, they're sharing, they're strong, they're powerful. And they come in from every area, from all densities, all dimensions, all universes. And they come in, and their numbers are massive. So when they come in, they join us in this circle, but we feel part of ourselves becoming empowered even more, expanding and growing. Because they are part of us, vice versa, we're part of them. So they come in and we embrace them, and they love us and we love them, and we are in exuberation. We are in samadhi. And when we do this, our light just absolutely explodes with brightness. We call upon the archangels, the seraphim, the cherubim, the archetypes, all of the angels, which all of you are. You are God-man. You are gods and goddesses. You are angels. So they come in droves of the deepest, purest love from the deepest, purest love, and they flock in and they embrace us and we embrace them, and we all click and move together. And the intensity of this deep, pure, deep, eternal love is absolutely astronomical. It elevates us more and more. Our frequencies become very high. And we're thankful and we're humbled with all of these pieces, all of these energies coming in to join us in this meditation. We call upon all of the inhabitants of this planet, inner Earth, hollow Earth, beneath Earth civilizations who are of the deepest, purest love, and from the deepest, purest love, to join us in this meditation. Guess what? It's a no-brainer. They come in droves, and they're with us. And our circle is brilliantly bright light. Tinges of the emerald green flaming healing light, the golden white pink flaming light of Mother, Father, God, Prime Source Spirit God, the essence of us. And we are just in deep gratitude for this, for these pieces, for this collective consciousness from all parts coming in and joining us in this meditation. All of these inhabitants of these locations of this planet and other dimensions of this planet are with us. We embrace, we're humbled. We're empowered more than we could possibly fathom. We call upon all of the Ascended Masters. Remember, we are all masters. And Ascended Masters means that they are out of body. They are not in physical form all the time, or the majority, not ever. So, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Ganesh, Lakshmi, Buddha, Saint Germain, Sananda, Jesus, El Moria, Abundantia. All of these Ascended Masters we call upon, and they're with us immediately. They descend, they join us, their vibrational frequencies are very high, we embrace, we are grateful as they are, and we are one. We call upon all of the loved ones who have passed in this lifetime, and in past lifetimes that we've inhabited, who are of the purest, deepest, eternal love, from the purest, deepest, eternal love, to join us in this meditation, and they are here with us. They're elated that we ask them, that we acknowledge them, and they come in droves, and our light is brilliant, super bright white light. And we are thankful. We love them and they love us, as we do all of our family. We call upon all of those off-worlders, all of those beings who are of benevolence and pure, deep, eternal love from pure, deep, eternal love, that are assisting the civilization of this planet and life to release themselves from the bondage, to step into their ascension, to move more consistency with enlightenment. And they join us. And they are grateful and thankful. And they love us, and we love them, and we are grateful and thankful for them. We call upon all of the light energy beings who are housed in the following forms at this time on this planet and in this planet. The fairies, the sprites, the gnomes, the elves, the trees, the elementals, earth, air, fire, water, the mermaids, the dolphins, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorns. And they're jumping for joy because we acknowledge them and we honor them as they do us. And in complete harmony, in pure, deep, eternal love, they join us. And we are all one. This vibrant circle, 360 degrees, expanding out throughout the solar system, this galaxy, throughout the universes, growing exponentially every microsecond, every atomic second. Our circle reaches the rim of creation. It can be seen and felt and experienced from all that there is, ever has been, ever will be. We look up and we see our meditative sphere, center circle, can be seen from everywhere, every dimension, can be felt. It is omnipotently powerful with the deep, pure, eternal love. And from the deep, pure, eternal love, housing all of our meditations in perpetual motion. And it vibrates and saturates us. It rains down upon our heads. It saturates our physical, our spiritual, etherical bodies as they are merged to one. It fills us with confidence without the ego. The ego is asleep. It is not like we want to destroy the ego or, make it bad. It is asleep. It's in slumber. And so, in humbleness, we're aware of our frequency, which keeps rising, it keeps increasing, it keeps moving up in perfect harmony. And as it does this, our love, our humbleness, our caring, our sharing, our generosity expands and grows. There is no limits. The limits are only those that our physical selves have put upon us. Our minds have tricked us into believing that there are limits. There are none. We are super empowered. The vastness of our creation. And as we look down upon the planet and we see this entire civilization and we see the low frequencies, we see the things, we feel the things that are going on because we are part of them. So we focus on those things. And we say, okay, we are going to eliminate and ease any of the pressure and disturbance that these lower frequencies are creating. So all of us, from everywhere, in the collective consciousness of the universes, we send out a beaming array of pure love energy. This energy comes across like a blanket across the entire planet, the atmosphere, the surrounding areas, all the space fleets, everything. All of those in this solar system and in this quadrant of the galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy, are literally enshrouded in this blanket of pure, deep, eternal, love-light energy. This is massive because it is trillions upon trillions of collective consciousness throughout the universes that are harmonizing and focusing this energy that we all are, because it's everywhere on this planet at this time and all the planets in this solar system. And literally dispersing lower frequencies and lifting them up to the higher frequencies of peace, joy, prosperity, love, kindness, generosity, unselfishness, harboring no anger, no intent to harm. Because as the frequencies increase, this is what happens. replaces anger. Softness and love replace violence. It's instantaneous, guys. You don't wait for it. As we intend, as we know who and what we are, all of us, all of the light energy beings, as I communicate with all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, it is being done right now. We are experiencing this. Feel the lifting in your heart, mind. Feel your bodies vibrate at a much higher and higher. It becomes softer, it becomes deeper, and it becomes more and more and more loving and saturating in dispelling all of it. Either these low frequencies that are part of us decide to join the higher frequencies and reharmonize as we tune them, or they begin to dissipate and disappear. They're absorbed back into the fabric of creation. They are repurposed and resubmitted at much higher frequencies. Feel that energy. Watch as everything becomes brighter and brighter and brighter. Suddenly you start to understand and realize that fear is gone. The anger's gone. It's all replaced by pure, deep, eternal love. Everywhere, saturating everything. See the picture. See the video scope through your heart mind. Feel it. Because guess what? You're part of it. How can you not be? I'll join you in the meditation and now return to close us out. very important that we concentrate whenever we choose, whenever we feel or see something, in harmony, peace, joy, and pure, deep, eternal love, that it's dispelled as we visualize things moving up, frequencies harmonizing in purity, literally elevating to higher and higher frequencies. The higher the frequencies, the deeper and more eternal the love. As far as sustaining, so it stays more. It's not in suspension. It is staying. It is in the forefront. It is always. So the higher the frequencies, the more prevalent the deep eternal love. So it's not, the lower frequencies, it's dispersed, it's intermittent. It's interrupted with the lower frequencies. So just remember that the higher the frequencies, the more prevalent and consistent is the pure, deep, eternal love. Lower frequencies, it's intermittent, it's hit and miss, it's in and out, in and out, in and out. So you want to make sure that it is going to go to higher frequencies. This planet, and all that is occurring with this planet, we harmonize the higher frequencies of pure, deep, eternal love, and then it saturates and it blends. So when you visualize, you see in your videoscope picture of this blanket of energy that's saturating everything everywhere. And we are the collective consciousness of the universe. So it's all, everything ever has been, ever will be. It's descending upon all of this area and saturating it and harmonizing and uplifting the frequencies. So as a collective, of which we are, we can change anything. There are no limits. We can move the energies, the frequencies, harmonize them. You are the masters and commanders. You are the light ships. Keep this energy with you through the day, evening, and night, and in the morning. It is very powerful. If you have, if you're seeing, maybe disharmony with relatives, loved ones, whatever thing, if they're experiencing this pain or whatever their trauma or whatever their challenge is, saturate them with this. Their higher self, their spirit, will definitely appreciate it. And of course, if their spirit is ready to exit, then it'll exit. But remember, the more you're on the frequency of communicating with the heaven on this planet, which means all of the higher selves, all of the spirits and God sparks, all of the immortals, our higher selves are immortals. This is why we bring heaven to earth, so that the body becomes immortal as well. So in bliss and peace and harmony, in unselfishness, in deep gratitude, of constant deep gratitude, we are transforming this planet. We are transforming the atmosphere, everything, into a deep, pure, eternal love, harmony, vibrance, vibration of unlimited expanse. We will be back here April 16th, 2019, 3 p.m.